Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I actually wanted to share a really fun video. It's a little bit slightly different. I generally post like shopping hauls here, right? But I want to actually answer a question a lot of people have been asking, and it's like, what do I get my pet cat when I first adopt it, and kind of like a starter kit. And so this video I wanted to be informational for those who are interested in what to get and what I got for my cat. Hence, I'm not a veterinarian or a specialist on any kind of animals or cats, right? This is a cat specific video though, but because I don't have a dog. But maybe later on I will talk a little bit about what to get your dog. But anyways, but if you're interested in learning what to get for your pet cat, watch this video and I hope it's helpful. Oh yeah, and as usual, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and a like if you find this video helpful. And I'll make more content very similar to this if you like the style. But anyways, let's get to the video and I hope you enjoy it. All right, I want to go with the food. I know it's kind of really basic, but I want to just get the basics out of the way. But people don't know the type of food you need to feed your cat. Of course, there's a combination of a lot of foods when you go to the supermarket, like a Target, Walmart, whatever, where you shop. You find there's aisles of food very similar to people like us, but very similar like animals and to us. We need a well-balanced diet. So that means not just feeding your cat dry food, and these are the little pebbles you probably buy, like a Frisky bag or Meow Mix, right? Those are really affordable, really cheap alternatives. But I always tell people, like, get a really well balanced dry food that encompass high protein, and it has really nutrition for your cat. I'll probably show some treats that dry food that I use for my pet cat, the type of brands he likes. But I also add in wet treats and as well wet food. So let's start with wet food. Wet food comes in different kind of texture. There's like solids, there's actually like soupy kind. There's actually, it's like texture. There's just one's textured and like little shredded chicken and all that. It really all depends how your cat, what he likes and if he's getting his full nutrition diet. I always go in with the creamy kind of dinner meal, with like a creamy potato, creamy salmon, fish kind. And I also, my cat really likes pate, P-A-T-E. Comment below if I'm saying it correct. I can't really pronounce it, but yeah, I always get those kind of wet foods. He's not a big fan of shredded food that has like pieces of chicken or like tuna. He doesn't really enjoy that very much, so I always get in pate or the soupy kind. So I give him wet treats, wet food actually in the morning and then at night. So he eats wet food twice a day, and I generally get like breakable packaged ones, or I give him a soup and then I give him a pate bowl depending how he is. The second thing is I also give my cat treats. The thing is about giving your cats treats, you shouldn't always give your cats treats. Your cat, very similar to us, we don't eat treats 24/7. That will make us feel really bad and our cat will get overweight. Very similar to like us, we can't always eat junk food. We'll get overweight, we'll get sick, we'll get tired, health problems, etc. You already know. I give my cat lickable treats, and they're just really really soft, easy to digest for him. And I also give him soupy treats, and they're actually from the brand Friskies, or what is it called? Hensible, I don't know, starts with an H, but I'll show a photo over here. But those are really delectables. There you go. I can't believe it. It was delectables, the ones that my cat really likes. My cat also really likes dry treats. They're kind of like little Frisky packages you can buy from like a Target or your Petco. My cat likes those as well, but he prefers lickable treats. I would like to recommend do not give your cat treats every day, because they will get tired of it sometimes, and they won't actually be motivated to want to do well if they don't have treats. Very similar like dogs and us in general. If we get like junk food all the time, we're not that excited about it. We just we turn like whatever. Yeah. I use treats as a good motivator for my cat for good behavior, or if he's just been a good boy all day and he plays, or he does exactly what I tell him to do and around the house. Cats are not like dogs, right? You can't really always tell them what to do. They have their mind on their own. But a cat in general will be motivated by treats in general if it's not received very often. My cat as well responds really well when you know, he plays, I give him treats, or if he does a good job, like when I call him over, I give him a treat. It's just a good way for him to endorse, you know, good behavior. And anyways, that's just kind of what I do. So give your cat a well-balanced diet, wet food treats, and as well as dry food, so he can live a very long time. And plus, it's not as expensive taking your cat to the doctor and realizing he has completely bad health problems. That's really bad too. So I will remind you guys, you're responsible for your pet. And if you wish to take care of a pet cat, it's such an honor and a privilege. Again, very similar to us to have a great company. Pets are just in general blessings from the world, I like to believe. So treat your pets as well as you treat yourself, and they're kind of pretty much an extension of yourself, right? They're part of the family, so treat them well and they will treat you well back in return and live a very long life. Okay, so let's go to number 2, and it's actually, I forgot to throw in the treats and the food. Buy bowls. Don't forget to buy bowls. You know, a bowl for your wet food, a bowl for your dry food, and then a bowl for your water. So cats need a lot of water, FYI, especially during the summer. Encourage your cat to drink water. Clean out your water every day. I always like to tell people, the more cleaner your water is, the more likely your cat will drink. And to be honest, cats can get very dehydrated in the summer, and especially in hot heat, and especially they don't sweat like us, like normally, like humans do. So to keep your cat very hydrated, give it fresh water every day, I like to tell them. And then the second part where your other cat gets his hydration is within the wet food. So if you're not giving your cat wet food, it could be very dehydrated, and that kind of cause a lot of health problems. So you could be very fatigued, it could get, you know, develop diabetes, has a lot of like tension, bone problems, and just a combination of things that your cat could have if you're not hydrating it. Just like us, we need to drink water every day, and we get our water from food as well. So don't forget, water is a huge nutritional value for your pet cat. So don't stay dehydrated. You stay hydrated and your cat stay hydrated. So I always tell people get 3 bowls, so it'd be easier for you to, separate. You can get a wet food, you can get dry bowl, and then you get a wet bowl. So, and then I think it's easier too to cleaning, not gonna lie. And I'm not gonna lie, it's easier for me, and I don't have to keep washing the bowl. We have 3 bowls and that's what it is. All right, so moving on to the next one. I always like to tell people the litter box. Your cat needs to pee somewhere. It's like a toilet for us. We need a litter box and then the litter within it. So you can get a litter box like anywhere from like Petco, Walmart, Target, whatever. They're like a few, like $10 or something. FYI, depending how your cat goes pee or poo, whatever, will determine the type of box you should get it. So my cat is a kicker. He kicks like the litter out of the box. So what I do is that I used to get like a really low box, but I actually upgraded him to a high box where it's a little more taller, so he doesn't have to kick the litter outside and I have to always keep sweeping. I also put a mat underneath my cat's litter box. So that's a little bit extra that captures the litter so it doesn't look dirty all the time, right? And then it's just kind of like, you know, whip the litter mat when my cat goes. But anyways, back to the litter box. It's like you should get, there's like various options when you go. There's like a low one where your cat just, you know, he does like a normal cat you should do, right? Just sweep and just, you know, he's a clean, tidy cat. Or there's a cat like mine that has higher ones, and then you can just keep the litter more inside. My cat also is very weird. He kind of puts his feet, his front feet on top of the side and poops. Like he's standing. It's so funny. I wish I could record it, but you don't really want to see a cat poop. So, but yeah, my cat's a little bit extra. So, yeah, depending how your cat goes poo or poop, will determine the kind of litter box you guys get. And there's some fancy ones where cats like jump in and that self cleans. And you know, if you want to go there, would be really cool. But FYI, if you do get litter box that's slightly, you know, enclosed. Some cats might not like that actually, because especially if you don't clean it often, they won't want to go in the box because it's dirty and it smells bad, and more likely they're gonna have they'll pee outside the box, like they'll do their mess in your home or something. So FYI, keep your litter box clean. I always clean it every day. I take out the poo and like I clean the litter box, and that's probably the most important part. A lot of people say people hate cleaning out the litter box manually all the freaking time, and I agree too. But one way that actually really helped me do it easier is that I bought these little doggy bags, and these doggy bags are really, really useful. So when I sweep, you know, I scoop the poo, I put it in this doggy bag, and I just throw it right next to a trash can, literally right next to it. So it's just super, super easy. I don't have to go like run and get a trash and then throw it out. I just put in these little baggies, and then by the end of the week, I collect these little baggy poos, and I throw it out as a whole trash can, and it doesn't smell. So FYI, do these. These are really useful when you have your litter box right next to it. I bought this actually at Ross, I believe. I bought it at Ross or Target for about like $5, and they come with 200 of the rolls. I haven't even finished them. I bought them like a month ago. So I do that. You can also get self-cleaning litter box if you're really that lazy or you don't have time. Not gonna hate, but like they are more expensive. And to me, like my cat tends to like very natural places to go to the bathroom. So I just kind of get with it. Oh, and I totally forgot to mention, another thing I actually also buy is called heavy duty litter box liners. And I got these on Amazon. They're like $6-7. I don't know, last time I saw. And they're jumbo lining, and they just kind of go around the litter box. And the reason why I put this around the litter box than the litter inside is because sometimes the litter is already, you know, gross, and it's just, I can just take the paper out and just throw it out like the whole trash, the whole litter, if it's already been there for about a month or two. The reason why I do that is like, one, sometimes if you're not very good at cleaning your litter box, often if you don't clean like the outside inside the litter box, like the whole litter box, like the little litter box, it will smell, and the poo and the pee, you know, will like start sticking to the litter box, and I think that's disgusting. And we don't have time all the time to clean it. So what I do is like I use these litter liners, and it keeps the litter box nice and clean, and also my cat tends to use it more often, and it doesn't smell as much. And when the litter just like completely smells, I just pull the bag out and throw the whole litter box. It's so much more easier than picking up litter box and like shaking all the trash out, like, and then putting it in the bag. Like, you're already gonna put it in the bag of trash, so might as well make your life easier and then just put the litter in there. So I got these on Amazon. I'll make sure to link it below, and all these items will be linked below as well. And that made my life so much more easier. And sometimes if I do really bad on the littering stuff, I just pick that whole bag and throw it out. But yeah, like it's just a really easy way to keep your litter box clean and your cat happy. So alrighty, so let's move on to the next one, and it's toys. A lot of people don't think cats play. They do play. They still do play no matter what the age they are. Even if they are slightly older, cats love to play, especially indoor cats. So I buy my cat a combination of a few things of, I don't know why I feel like I have stuff on my, I like my hair all over me. Okay, so I buy my cat like little toy balls, like, and I'm gonna show you like how it looks. Alrighty, so this is what I get my cat, like the little toy balls here. My cat loved these. I actually bought these at, I think Dollar Store. No, this isn't the Dollar Store one. Dollar Store sells them. I also bought some other random ones on like a Petco holiday one. It looks like an ornament. I bought him some random ones from, you know, Target, from different types of events. Yeah, yarn balls, just like a variety of different balls, because my cat like little toy balls. I also got my cat string you know, like string ones, like on the rope, and you can buy those ones for like $6-7, and my cat's obsessed with that one. My cat's about 4 years old, so he still plays a lot. He runs around, he plays games, and he loves just doing whatever he can just to hang out. I also bought him a robotic one. This didn't work out. He was really scared of the robotics, so maybe your cat likes it, maybe he doesn't. My cat is a scaredy cat. He just scares things that move by itself. So yeah, and I also got him some crunchy ones so he can feel texture. There's some point in my life that my cat was eating plastic, so it was like really hazardous. He doesn't do that anymore, so I got him these toys, and he has his plastic, you know, craving away, so he doesn't choke on these, which is great. And I have like bigger ones as well. So get yourself toys that your cat will enjoy. And the fun part about getting your new pet is that you get to experiment. You get to try all types of toys your cat will enjoy. And sometimes if you have adopted a cat and it has previous history, you can always ask like the place that you adopted, like what kind of toys it likes, and from there on your cat would more likely be happier. It's a huge enjoyment to play with your cat. It's a great time for bonding. Your cat really needs to exercise as well if it's not doing anything. A lot of people think that cats are lazy 24/7 and they don't want to interact with anybody, but the truth is they do. They just have no incentives or who to play with. So if you encourage your cat to play with you every so often, or even if he doesn't react the first time, if you just try to encourage him, eventually he'll come out and you know, start trusting you and knowing that you're just there to have fun. So yeah, so if your cat doesn't respond the first time about playing, just don't give up on him. Like, don't give up on the cat. Just keep trying different toys to you know, attract his attention. So more likely they will eventually come out when they feel like you're trustworthy or that they find something amusing. So they, very funny is that not all cats enjoy all types of things. So just like very similar like us, we just won't come out like whatever, right? We gotta look at something like, is that interesting for us? If it worth, did that catch our eyes? Cats are kind of like that. They have to think about it. Like if this worth pursuing or even putting attention to. So your cat might be really smart, it just might be also very picky. Alrighty, so the last one I actually want to talk about is a scratcher. You can see my cat scratched this was up. I'm like touching it and all the fur comes out. But this is a scratcher I bought for like $5 at like, I think TJ Maxx or Ross, but like you can get these darn cheap cardboard things really cheap and put that down. Or you can get the tall pole scratcher towers that everyone you see on Pinterest and everything, and all the cool cats have them. But to be honest, sometimes those tall pine scratchers, like the towers, are really expensive for some people when they're first starting out. There's some really affordable ones too on Amazon. They're like a little lower, a little smaller. But in general, what I'm trying to tell you is that your cat needs a scratcher. It needs somewhere it could put its energy and like refine its nails. And then on top of that, feels like it's theirs. So what I always encourage you, if you can't afford the big tower one, is to get himself like little scratchers, little cardboard scratchers. And you can get them on, literally like it's like Target, Ross, Walmart, and they're really cheap and affordable. And they even have different shapes like couches and guitars. It's kind of funny. You can also buy them on Amazon, which sometimes I buy several packages of them throughout the month. So my cat really enjoys that. And then you can flip it over and it gets scratched from the other side. So it's really fun way for your cat to really enjoy. But later on, I will always encourage you to buy a tower cats where generally they jump on top and they scratch and they play and they have like little toys. Cat tends to like to be in high places because they feel more safe. And then on top of that, generally when they jump on tall places and where they can scratch and they can like relax, they feel safe and a very comfortable place for them to be. So the more places you give your cat to be and that they can own, the more safe they will feel and enjoyment. Cats just want to find a place to relax and claim on their own where they feel like there's no threat. So if you get a tower for your cat, he's gonna be over the top. He's gonna love it. I haven't seen a cat that doesn't like a tower. Even if they don't scratch on it or don't play on it, they tend to lay on it and they last for a very long time. I got mine actually at TJ Maxx for like $50, and I got a little tall one, and my cat absolutely loves and adores it. And I also get him the little smaller scratchers I place like in front of and like in the kitchen or in the living room. FYI, also encourages your cat not to scratch on the couch or on the carpet. If it has those things available, it won't do that. So again, it just needs a location for it to put its energy out. Alrighty, so I hope you find this video very helpful. These are a few things that I will tell anyone who's interested in getting a cat, some hints, and so I hope you find it useful. Let me know if I missed anything. I probably did, because there's so much things you can buy for your cat, but these are just basic things I always tell people to purchase before you get your cat, or right after you get your cat, to get yourself ready and your pockets ready, because they will be kind of expensive in the beginning up front, but there's always alternatives for your your budget. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you find it useful and your cat has a wonderful life. I'll be posting more videos about my shopping trips, or if you like this kind of content, more informational, let me know, and I'm happy to create more like this. Thank you. Bye. Till next time. Bye.